Merry Christmas, everyone. On behalf of Santa and the Clyde Valley Community Church leadership team, we just hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy your Christmas holiday. We just, for the church family, we just extend our thanks for the full year ahead. Just hope you have a great day, enjoy the service today. And we really hope that with the worship and the message that you really feel a sense for the true meaning of Christmas. Just a quick one to finish off before we continue with the service. We've got a church service next Sunday on New Year's Day, and it's going to be at the Maranatha Centre, not the Glow Centre, at 1 p.m, and it's going to be a communion service as well. So we're looking forward to seeing you all there, for those that can make it, and for those that can't, we'll catch up in the new year. So Merry Christmas, have a great day, catch up soon. Thank you.
Righteousness, life and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Mild he lays his glory by, born that man no more to die, born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. Sing glory to the newborn King. King of heaven, come down. King of heaven, come down. Let your glory reign, shining like a day. King of heaven, come. King of heaven, rise up. Stand against us. You are strong to save in your mighty name, King of heaven, King of heaven, come down. Sons of earth, born to give them as we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strain. Ooh, 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 shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous streams go on? What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your hymn song?
Happy Christmas to my church family at CVCC. I hope your day has started well and that you're ready to celebrate the best birthday of the year. My name is Jack, for those of you who don't know me, and really soon I am going to be your church pastor. I can't believe the day is finally here. It's Christmas. It's a time when everyone feels great. Good things happen, we all feel the joy, maybe even fall in love with our true love. Okay, maybe I've watched a few too many cheesy Christmas films at this time of year, but sometimes that's what we end up thinking Christmas is about. The world tries to tell us that these films know more about Christmas than we do, that it's all about happy endings and falling in love. But we know that that perfect ending isn't real. Not everyone this Christmas is going to be experiencing that fairy tale. Maybe this year that's you. For whatever reason, you're not going to feel the same level of joy as you used to at Christmas. And if that isn't you, then it's probably someone that you know. who isn't going to have that same experience. Maybe someone you know isn't going to have that fairy tale. But let me tell you a story. Let me read you this because it'll help us remember what the real point of Christmas is, away from what the films tell us. There's a story about a judge whose own son was brought before her for a crime he had committed. The judge felt a deep grief that her son would violate the laws upon which she based her entire life. Tears welled in her eyes, and she listened painfully as the evidence against her son was presented. The courtroom sat in silence, wondering how the judge was going to rule. Would she just give him a reprimand in an act of mercy? Would she just give him the minimum penalty that his crime deserved? Much to their surprise, the judge handed down to her son the maximum fine, upholding the law to its fullest degree. The son was in shock, for he knew that he couldn't pay the fine and was in anguish at the thought of going to prison. He looked up at his mum in disbelief. But then something happened that nobody expected. The judge stepped down from the bench, took off her judge's robes and wig, told her son how much she loved him, and then paid out of her own pocket the fine she had just handed down. Not everyone understood what she had just done. As a judge, she showed her commitment to honour the law to its fullest. But she then stepped down from that seat of power and authority to show her love for her child. Her son had never understood the depth of his mother's commitment to the law until that moment. And until that moment, he never knew the depth of his mother's love for him either. He felt sorrow for the pain he'd caused her and for those he'd hurt by his act of crime. With his head bowed and his tears flowing freely, he asked for her forgiveness, which she willingly and freely gave to him. I wonder if you've worked out who we are in this story. When we look around the world, it's easy to see that not everything goes right and the fairy tale is just a fairy tale. Sometimes we put ourselves in positions where we're in the wrong, and sometimes we find ourselves through bad choices in situations that we don't have any control over. In those situations, it can be really easy just to think of God as that judge who will follow through to the fullest extent of the law, and we can feel powerless and in the grips of sin and evil in the world in those moments. But there's a part that we need to remember, and that's where Christmas comes in. You see, that judge didn't just stay in her seat, the seat of honour, power and authority. The judge took the opportunity to step down from that seat and to step beside her son. Let me read you a passage from the Bible. Philippians chapter 2, verses 5 to 8. In your relationship with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who, being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. Isn't that exactly what we're celebrating and trying to remember at Christmas? When the world tries to tell us about the fairy tales of true love and getting a job promotion, we need to remember the real fairy tale that happened on Christmas Day. That moment when Jesus stepped down from his own position of authority and honour and came to live among us. On Christmas, we remember the start of God's great rescue plan. And that's why it's the greatest birthday of all time. And why people all over the world this day are celebrating with great joy, just like we are. Because we're all remembering the start of God's rescue plan. Thank you so much for watching this message, and I hope you have a blessed rest of the day, and may you know the blessing of God with you for the rest of this Christmas season. God bless.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope those of you who've got kids haven't been up too early this morning.
I remember that well.
Have a great day, whatever you're doing, and but take a minute just to remember Jesus. After all, he came into the world in Christmas to bring us his peace, and he still offers us that same peace today if we only accept him and trust him. So make sure that he's not missing from your Christmas this year. So have fun.
long awaited, precious promise, Son of God and Son of Man. Heaven's glory in a manger has come to us in Bethlehem. Oh, Messiah, Messiah, a baby born to save us all. Messiah, Messiah, on our knees we fall. All we longed for, all we needed, shining in a child's eyes. Hope forever, death defeated, because of this one holy night. Messiah, Messiah, a baby born to save us all. Messiah, Messiah, on our knees we fall. Oh, come let us adore Him. Oh, come let us adore Him. Oh, come let us adore Him, Christ the Lord. Long awaited, precious promise, coming back again. Messiah,